I'm excited.
Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below.
Good evening again, once and all. Welcome to round 5 of Apex Online Tier 1 Season 6. We are over halfway. Saffzo joins me again in the comms box. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well, how you do?
Very good. I'm excited. I'm full of beans. I don't know what's going to happen. We could get weather. We could get rain. There's been people screaming. I don't know what's going to happen this afternoon, mate. I couldn't even guess it.
In practice, it was actually pouring down. Thankfully for the drivers, it is dry and qualifying, but that does mean it could rain in the race if we've already had it in practice. And Amir reacted to the dries, thanks God. So if it's in the rain, he might have another struggling race.
Well, there you go. We did find out last time that Amir it could have been his kryptonite. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're on board with Black Gold Saw at the moment. I know he's got a very good dry setup, he tells us in the chat earlier on today. He said, just as I found a lovely dry setup, we might possibly have wet weather. So, seemingly a little bit annoyed that we might have some changing conditions this afternoon. But all good fun.
Also, is it just me, or does the skin pack actually seem to be working this week?
The skin pack is working! Yeah, I can see absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
Black Gold Saw's got a lovely black and gold
That is
skin.
very nice.
Yeah, honeycomb on the side almost. And there's John Watts going very slow on the inside there to the middle. I don't know any of the names of the corners round Imola. I know Tamburello. That's about it. How about you?
We'll just go by the numbers of the corners, Hardy.
Yeah, well we could change it to Tamburello Nils.
Yeah, oh yes, of course, we need to make some Neil's names.
Yeah, we need to make some Nils names, mate. We've got to make some Nils
absolutely.
names. Give a little welcome to everyone in the chat. David
Welcome,
Carter,
hello.
how you doing? Pedrazini Franic, welcome. Tramini Mappus, welcome. Sakuyo242, welcome. Maybe I should read them before I say them. Any predictions? Do you think it's going to be another Amir runaway, or do you think we're going to get some
I don't think
funky
so,
stuff?
no. I don't. I'm going to go bold. I don't think Amir's going to even get a podium.
Oh, that is bold. So, a repeat of last week.
Yeah, I think he's at. I don't think he'll be similar in the same way as last time. But I think his result very well might be similar. Yes.
Well, some more people saying hello. Blue and Alpha Rod. How you doing? We like to get a good bit of chat going on during the race. Always about the can't think of the word. What's interaction? That's the one. Good chat interaction. It makes it much more fun. We're staying with Black Gold Saw. We haven't really moved from Black Gold Saw. This is a surprise. Darren King up in first at the moment. That is very... BMW
Is it
Nils
surprising?
also... well, it's not that surprising. Louis Fly, that is surprising.
Okay,
He just
that
pipped
is
him.
surprising.
That is surprising. We've got BMW Nils up there, and that's a new one. I haven't seen...
Ruben.
Uben, well, Nicholas Uben, Igor Orogononov. That's a word and a half you don't want to say after you've had a few.
For Igor.
Igor, yeah. Oh, he's just jumped up again. He's in second position. Lewis Fly in third. They've just come round, you see, to put in some times. Who else has jumped up? Prendergast in fourth. Great stuff. Well, it's a new track, isn't it? You know, so you might see a change of the guard.
This is why I was saying Husini potentially lower.
Yeah.
He's down in 12th at the moment.
Wow.
13th. Who's just got... Gold Soul's coming in pole.
There you go, provisional pole from the Black Gold Saw himself. I was going to say, who else is normally up there with Amir? I don't think he's put in a time yet. It is...
Masood has not set a time yet.
Whereabouts is he? Yeah, Redouine Masood, still no time. He's in 30th. He's pulling over.
Oh. He's had an issue. I think he went over the curb a little too harsh.
Right. Who else have we got down a little bit further than normal? Canna Beach, still no time, real time set. Anyone else down there? Kleinschmidt, no real competitive time set just yet. There's going to be some real beefy times coming out here. We've got 140 mid, and it's quite spread out. 141s, 142s. You don't normally see that. I think it's because, like we were just saying, it's a new track. Not everyone is as dialed in as you would like. We've got a host of cars coming out of the pit now. So
Amir's gone second.
We'll stay. I think with Masood. So did you say Amir's just gone second?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so maybe not then. Getting our hopes up.
I mean, there's still plenty of time for people to fight, because for all we know, this could be some people's first laps around the track, so could be seeing a lot of improvements in the next 7.5 minutes.
Possibly a lot of improvements. What I was going to do, excuse me, sorry, I just moved away from the microphone. What I was going to do is see if we can get up the standings, so everyone can have a little look to see what's going on. And seeing as we've got a slight dip in the action right now, I might see if I can make that come to fruition for you guys, because I think we've got some interesting bits and pieces going on in these standings. Here we go. Let's have a little look through the keyhole. See if we can do it without getting my ugly mug on the screen. Boom! There we go. Right, we'll quickly run through. Back to the normal scheduling in a minute, but we've got... There we go. Darren King currently leading the championship with 318 points. Amir Hassini in second, down 247 points. Then Nicholas Holborn, you wouldn't expect him to be, but he's in third position with 235. Black Gold Saw then, always a current fixture towards the top end. 225 for him, currently in fourth. And then Lewis Fly, 208 in fifth. Kieran Prendergast doing very well in sixth position. BMW Niels, that is, then Valentin Chorus, and then Jardier down in 9th position, Gerard Martinez down in 10th. And then it all does get mixed up past that. I won't go much past that because everyone wants to see the race, not necessarily what's going on here. So let's get rid of that. But yes, that is quite deceiving to think that some of those people are quite high up. You know, you've got Kieran Prendergast really far up there, considering he hasn't had any real top 3 finishes. It's just consistent points and very good middle kind of ground finishing.
BMW Niels has just gone provisional pole, nearly 2/10 in front of Black Gold Saw.
Well, there you go. We are actually with Masood at the moment, because I thought something would happen, but it hasn't. So we will move over. Let's see what BMW Niels coming in then. Black Gold Saw, is he on a lap at the moment? And he's just gone past. Anyone else looking to improve? Darren King is up, so maybe we should stay on board with him. He's currently 9th at the moment, a little bit of work to do. Amir Hassini then in 3rd position, still 4 minutes to go. I will keep an eye on what Masood can do, because it would be interesting to see if he can get a little bit further up the pack. Whereabouts is he? Has he put in a time yet? I don't think he has.
No, he's actually the only one in the entire field not to, but he's about to come to the line now, so I'm going to set a time. We're going to find out, and he does.
Second.
That puts him second.
Very good time then.
Well. Ah, first and second have the numbers 1 and 2 on their car. That is very rare. Very, very rare indeed.
David Carter saying it's the first time watching tonight with the IMB racewear guys. Looking really good. And then Blue saying there's a 139 incoming. Yes, could be. I'm surprised that BMW Niels is all the way up there in first in the BMW. Just goes to show the only BMW in the whole field putting down some crazy times. Let's jump on board with one of these other boys then, because Masood's just put in a time. Niels is going round at the moment, but I think he's down. Nicholas Holborn is up 2/10, and that would put him in the running for pole. So we'll stay with him, I think, for a couple of minutes here, at least, just to see what happens. Coming around that very tricky middle sector, can easily put a wheel a little bit too far. A lot of cars were getting disqualified, weren't they? Their laps invalidated in the Formula 1 that we saw around here. Oh, that's a car off. Didn't quite see who it was. It was the Bumblebee Mercedes, wasn't it? I can't remember who runs it. Is it Dominic Alvarez, I think?
I believe so.
So Alvarez off in the brush.
Eagles improved 3 thousandths in front of Goldsaw.
Well, there you go. We've never seen him up there so much. He must have put in the time. He's, what, just about 2/10 off the pace, which is, considering he's never really been anywhere near the top end. Is he a new one? I don't think we've had an Igor. We've had an Igor.
I don't remember an Igor.
He might have been a new addition. So, Nicholas Holborn then. Oh, he's down now. He's lost some time. And he's going to cross. I don't think he's going to improve. Unlucky for him then. No improvements. Masood, though, is a 10th up. He's just started his lap, so we won't see much improvements just yet. But one of the boys who's almost done is Black Goldsaw. He is 2/10 up, and he's just coming into the final sector. So if he can get this one in, he will go pole. So let's sit with him. We'll see his view from on board. Of course, it's a right-hand drive car from the best of British. Where's Bentley actually made? They're made in Britain, but they're owned by the Indians. Is that right?
I believe that is correct, yes.
Well, it's all the same. 3/10 up then. He's going to go pole provisionally. There you go.
Oh, only a 40.1.
Only a 40.1. Didn't quite go sub 40. Close, though.
Must have lost some time in that last sector then if he was 3/10 up.
Yep.
Also, Overhouse has gone 5th, putting down Eagle. I think
BMW Niels is going to be close.
Oh! 9,000.
9,000! BMW Niels slapping down his best time so far this afternoon. He'll get another one in, but just pips Black Goldsaw. What a qualifying we're in for. We got Masood's up 4/10, and he's just about to come across the line. This is going to put him well above the rest. Let's watch him, see him come across. He does, by a long shot. Almost 2/10 above BMW Niels, and he's done. He's not even going to get another one in. That is it for him. I think that was Ferrari Niels just coming across the line there. He's down, well, he's actually off the board that I can see. He must be right down. Nicholas Holborn comes out of nowhere and pops down a 139.6. Absolutely stunning. He takes provisional pole at the moment. They're about to come across the line. We've got BMW Niels is up 1/10. So he's got to find another 10th somewhere. And if he wants to take this, no one else I don't think is in the running. Black Goldsaw. This is who we're watching. Sorry, Black Goldsaw is off the pace. No, he's 1/10 up. BMW Niels is also a 10th up, but he's got traffic in front of him. That looks like Chorus to me, but we'll see what happens. Is he still up? Not sure. I think he might have made a mistake. Yeah, he's 1/10 down.
Goldsaw went up to 3rd.
So did he come across the line? Is he done?
Yes, he just came across the line now.
BMW Niels has pulled off. Chorus is still on.
Sitting on the time.
Not sure if we're going to have any more moves at the top now. I think that is it for at least.
Overhouse is on a lap.
Is Theo on a lap? Okay, we've got Valentin Chorus still on a lap.
No, he's just made a mistake.
I think the only
what
one.
About King?
Where's Darren King at the moment?
He's
P8.
in the
P8. So
he's in the middle sector.
8th and 11th are the only people who can change. That's Darren King and Valentin Chorus. We're on board with Chorus at the moment. He'll be the first to come across the line. Someone else just jumped. There's Diop, I think, just went a little higher. Some more people have just come in. That was Weidelich. and Ivan and Gerard Martinez all pushing Valentin Chorus down. Chorus is only just up, I think.
King's pulled off on his lap.
Oh no, Chorus doesn't improve. That's 13th position for him. And I think that is it for everyone. I think we might have Chris Hertfield is coming across the line now. He's 3/10 up. He will jump a good bunch of people here. And he does, up to 5th position. Well, there you go. That was stunning qualifying. Nicholas Holborn going pole. That's crazy. It must have really rubbed it in towards the end. Not to take anything away from him, but Redouin Masood in second, in the front row with him. Black Gold Saw with BMW Niels. And then we've got Hartfield, Hassini, Overhouse, New Igor, Darren King, Gerard? Is it Gerard? Yes, Gerard Martinez, Ivan in 11th, Luka Vidalich in 12th, Diop in 13th, Valentin Chorus 14th, and we've got rain.
We have. So, Amir could be in trouble.
Well, he's in trouble at the moment.
Down in 6th.
He's really in trouble. He's in 6th position at the moment. He's behind some very, very speedy boys. BMW Niels, Black Gold Saw, Masood, and Holborn. Well, there we go. We got some real change in conditions, it looks like. Let's get into the correct view, because at the moment we are not. There we go. I like to do a helicam start. It's much more involving. There we go. Blue, you were right. 1:39.9 was the qualifying position, qualifying time.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Oh, Sim Race Train says he's sitting bundled up in Texas with no power and minus 16 degrees C outside, watching you guys on my phone. Well, hello from the rather blustery and damp conditions of Sussex, England. Whereabouts are you, Saf? You're a little bit further down the country? Round the corner?
Where is Sussex more south or north?
Sussex is right down. It's the whole of the south coast, pretty much. The middle south.
A bit north then.
Okay. You Londony way?
A couple hours drive.
Okay. I know that some of the guys that I play with, there's some of them that are over in Devon. Yeah, couple that are just below London.
You have some relatives that live in the UK version of Springfield.
Oh, random, okay. We have one person that we play with who's all the way in the north, so far in the north you can't understand what he's saying.
Scottish.
Oh, no, he's just northern.
Okay, got you.
He loves it when I talk about him. Bless him. It's Hardy. So northern that he likes gravy on chips.
Ooh.
No one likes gravy on chips.
No.
I love it that we always, when we're filling for time, we talk about food. It was biscuits a couple of races ago.
It was.
We never did find an American biscuit. Oh, we did, actually. Was it? They like cookies.
Yes, cookies.
Cookies, yeah. Sim Race Train, what's an American biscuit that you can't get in the UK? That's what I want to know. Or cookie, an American cookie that's exclusive to America, and you can't say Oreo. That's my challenge to any American. Just doesn't happen anywhere else apart from England. And Australia. They love a good biscuit. Tam Tams.
Oh, Australia. Oh.
So who are we cheering for? Luke said he's cheering for Redouin Masood. He's in second position. It's going to be a battle. I don't know how competitive Holborn is going to be off the line. Slightly concerned. Never seen him in this position. And considering the weather, we could have a smash up at the beginning. I hope there isn't. I hope there isn't.
No, there better not be.
Oh, a couple of the cars getting ready. We've got 30 seconds to go. Let's just run back through the order then. I think we got down to about Amir and then Theo. First Igor, wasn't it, in 9th. Darren King in, 8th. Darren King was in 9th. Gerard Martinez, I think, was the last one we got to, in 10th. Ivan, the old Ivan, is in 11th. We've got Luka Vidalich in 12th. I'm not going to say his first name, but I think it's Adebayor Diop in 13th. And then 14th is Valentin Chorus. Luis Fly, he was right up there at the beginning, wasn't he? In 15th position, unfortunately. Yep. Nico Solman in 16th position. Patrick Bagone in 17th. Kieran Prendergast back down in 18th. He started there in the first race, I seem to remember, in 18th. Not a very good qualifying for him. Dominic Alvarez in 19th. Castelli in 20th. Goltz in 21st. Cadil in 22nd. And then we've got a couple more. We've got Kennedy down in 23rd. Yes. Hamanza Bellasim in 24th, part of the H3 team. Niels, Ferrari Niels in 25th. Cannabeach, again H3 in 26th. Mark Balzer in 27th. Mike Verman in 28th. Aidan Brow in 29th. Jonathan Watts in 30th. Hamanda Herquizi, not doing very well at all. It should be higher up than that in 31st. Vasily Anuv in 32nd. Marcel Kleinschmidt in 33rd. Robin Rotterdam in 34th. Valentine Barrier in 35th. And poor Geordie Sanders down in 36th position. What happened to Geordie? He's never normally that far down.
Did he join late again?
No idea. He must not have put in a relative time. But yeah, right at the back of the pack for Geordie. Not too sure who he's racing with. It's the Numlops Shumiskins team. That's a real hard thing to say. Valentin Barry and the Jardier community team. Let's go through all the teams. Robin Rotterdam's in the team Scarlex. It's quite cool, isn't it? PRS Multisport for Kleinschmidt. Simracer.ru for Anarev, so he's Russian. There you go. Amir Akwizi, H3. Jonathan Watts in Team Shazoo. I've heard of Team Shazoo before. Doesn't Milky Cereal and someone else run for Team Shazoo? Can't remember. Mike Verman in a Delirium Racing. That's crazy, isn't it? Mark Belzer in Rotronic E-Racing. Canna Beach H3. Niels is in Sidemax Motorworks. Hamanza Bellasim H3 again. They're getting everywhere, aren't they? Matt Kennedy, Balfour Motorsport. White Rabbit Gaming for Bruno Cadil. Dominic Goltz, what's he in? Revolution Sim Racing. Sebastian Caselli is in the Numlop, so he's running with Geordie Sanders. Dominic Alvarez, ZK Racing. Kieran Prendergast is in GT3 T1 number 10 BP Racing. Right, okay. Rotronic E-Racing for Patrick. Nico Solman, FTW Racing SimTools.com. Lewis Fly, same. Valentin Chorus, same. Saintoliek Racing for Diop. That's a crazy one. Luca Vidalich, FTW Racing. We're almost... Ooh, I thought they were going to crash into each other, but I forgot we've got invisible cars. Ivan in Griffax. Gerard Martinez is in Odox Motorsport. We're coming down to the line, aren't we, almost? Darren King is in the Dalking community, obviously, the streamer. Igor is in Vidi's team. Theo Overhouse, PRS Motorsport. We're coming to the line, aren't we? Let's stay on board with Black Gold, roughly, I think would be a good point to stay with. He is in the Bentley team. Is that play on words with Beans and Bentley?
Probably.
I think so too. Right, predictions to turn one. Any crashy? Any smashy?
Oh, someone's been disqualified. Car 8.
Car 8?
Canna Beach.
Why? What's he done?
I don't know.
What
it says it's about race control, so I assume is that in-game race control?
No. That's someone's disqualified him. He's in the pit. Well,
did
not
he
too
crash
sure.
into someone?
No idea, but we've gone green. Holborn holding in the line very nicely. No real things to shout about. Oh, the frames take a real drop. We're going through turn one with a lot of rain and a lot of cars. Sorry if it's a little bit flickery. No real changes at the top then. Everyone taking it very easily. We're looking down the back there. Lots of cars going two, almost three wide. There's lots of battles going on back there. Let's have a little look on board with Anarev, Geordie Sanders and all of that job. He's got himself up a good couple of places.
Overhouse has gone off.
Oh no. He's back on though. Managed to rescue it. Look at them all pile round the last corner before you get onto this big straight. We're on board with Theo Overhouse looking back to Igor. And, well, apparently it's Igor and Darren King. I don't think it is because that's... I think the timing board's all messed up again.
Yes, it is.
It is, yeah. That's more like it. He's looking back to Diop and Chorus. So no real disasters to talk about by the looks of things. Everyone getting through relatively well. Oh, that looked like someone going wide there. Was that Alvarez? No, it wasn't. We're all good. It was Mike Verman in the Bumblebee. Oh, there is a crash. We just saw it. That was John Watts and Bellassine. Oh, that's bad for John. Looks like he came off worse. Hamza Bellassine got through. Oh, dear. That's almost curtains for Jonathan Watts. I think he'll be able to get in quite easy. We just saw that at the corner of our eye, and we were able to jump on board with him. We didn't see what happened. I saw that it did involve another very red car, but I didn't see who it was. I thought it was Bellassine because he was near him, but it might have been someone else. I don't think it was. I called Hamza wrong. Sorry, mate. I don't think it was you. I think... Let's have a look through the cars. It was Valentin Barrier, possibly. I saw a flash of red, and he was around that kind of area, so possibly could have been with Barrier, but I'm sure... Oh, my God, that's Verman off again! Almost collecting himself into the barrier before Tamburello. That was a bit of a high-speed one. Manages to get it back on the black stuff, and he's back. Well, he's all the way back now, Mike Verman. He's 30th position. He's got Hamanda Akwizi and Geordie Sanders all over the back of him. What a start.
Also, the Canna Beach thing may have been due to connection, because the thing was saying if you fix your connection, we can release you, so...
Oh, no. Oh, so there was a bit of to and froing with race control then, it sounds.
It looks like... Well, I can't see him on the sound anymore, so he may have left the session.
Well, you can join back in, so you can join during the race, so that should be okay for him to get back in. I'm sure race control will be on it.
Although he'll be like, what, 2 laps down at this point?
Yeah, massively down at the moment. We've got lots of
So
chat
I'm not
going
sure
off.
it'd be worth rejoining.
Yeah, show number 41. Well, we can have a look at number 41 in a minute. Depends on what he's doing.
He's sliding a lot.
Whereabouts is number 41? That's Igor.
Yeah.
That's the new guy to the team. Igor Orgodnikov? Igor Orgodnikov.
That's one hell of a name. He's actually catching Amir on the straight, so he might have a lower downforce setup by the looks of it.
Yeah, both in
that
the same
might
car.
really hurt him in the corners.
Well, they're not. So is Igor in the older car? Or is Amir in the older car? I can't quite tell.
No, I think Igor's in the older car.
I think you're right. Yeah, he's in the 19 car as
Because
opposed
I think
to
we
the
said
20.
before in Bathurst about how Amir was in the Evo one.
Because there was someone else as well running around in the other car. Might be Redouine Massoud running around in the older car. Some people do it. Surprisingly enough, we've got no Porsches this year. Looks like Black Gold Source slowing people down. He's got Hartfield very close behind him, but this is the battle you're talking about right now. Igor and Amir Hassini. Amir's met his match again, and it's H2O. Doesn't like the rain, does he?
Wow. And also, I have had confirmation from the lovely Auspicious Haiku that is a disqualification because of poor connection.
Oh,
So,
rats. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we know it wasn't something awful. It was just connection problems. We're still on board with this little pack that's going through now. I don't think we've got anyone else closer. Valentin Chorus and Theo Overhouse are very close to each other, so we might jump on board with them in a minute. But everyone's still pretty... Yeah, you can see them in the background there, the Porsche and the McLaren coming round. But this is the real chase right now. Current second position in the championship, being chased by newcomer Igor, also being chased by championship leader Darren King. So it's all going off for 6th, 7th and 8th. That looks like a pass to me.
because I think Amir will have to concede that.
He's on the...
Considering Eagles in his... Yeah, he's conceded it. But he's looking for the better line on the exit. He's all over the back of him.
Yeah, he's trying to get that dry line as he exits, but somehow Igor managed to drive away. He's now going to be a threat from Darren King from behind, and this is important for the championship now.
Very, very important. Where did you say Amir was in the championship again?
Amir is second, and Darren King is first.
And what's the gap between them?
No idea. Many points.
Oh, okay.
Many points. Enough points to buy a family of badgers.
Oh, that does sound like a lot of points.
It's a many points. I think they should change the currency over to badges. Can you imagine if everyone traded in badges?
Well, then there'd probably be a very big poaching issue.
Be a badger shortage, wouldn't there?
Yes.
Everyone would have lovely gloves, though, wouldn't they? Ooh, got a lovely pair of badger skin gloves you've got there, lady. Very nice.
Could I buy a gaming PC with those?
Can you imagine? Got a new gaming PC flocked in badger skin. Right. Where have we got then? Holborn still leading. I'm actually shocked, to be honest. Redouin Masood following behind. And then we've got BMW Niels also following just behind. The gap is still quite steady between the top three. Half a second back, then half a second back, then 2 seconds almost back to Black Goldsaw, is struggling in the boat. You'd have thought he'd be able to row himself across the line in this weather, but still struggling. And Igor here is going on the charge, almost on the back of Chris Harteveld. He's almost on the back, he's all over him.
Yeah, I think it might go for a move down into this next corner.
Sim Race Train said he could use some badger skin right now. It's a bit cold. Quickly, get the badger out. Oh, he's off in the gravel. Managed to hold it. Lovely sliding control there, but that's put him back into the clutches of Darren King. But he managed to get the inside line through that little hairpin. I think he's probably going to have the run down here, but now he's got to get past Amir again. So we're too busy laughing about badgers, and that happened. Darren King.
Actually,
sorry, carry on.
Jeremy Martinez is also on the back of them in the McLaren, and so is Ivan behind them in the Bentley.
I was literally about to say the same thing. Darren King got pushed back into Martinez and Ivan because of that. Oh, and Amir Hassini's off. He was off, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, looks like it was just a small in with that and brought Igor back to him. Though I think Amir will probably try and deploy different tactics to try and keep him behind, or maybe he'll just let him through. Who knows?
Who knows at this stage? Yeah. Chris Maple coming up with some absolute IQ 5000 bit of information there. It's only going to get wetter. Look at the conditions up in the top right. We've got added rain. It's wet for at least the next half an hour. I can't see that drying up. We're going to go for a wet day here.
Very moist.
That might be why Black Goldsaw and the likes of Amir Hassini are struggling. They've probably got dry setups on. Oh, that is a car in. That's Ivan, I think, at the back there. It was. The 81 Bentley. Yeah. He's in the pit.
That must be for damage, surely.
I've no idea why he's in now. Oh, blimey. Eagles all over the back of Amir Hassini. I don't think we've seen any action with Amir this year, apart from crashing around Bathurst, but seems to be the cause of many problems this afternoon.
Yeah, and no, he can't go quite the speed into the chicane. Now, Hardeveld has really been the stop here. I think if Amir can get past Hardeveld, put him between him and Igor, he can try and ride off, try and catch the top four. Oh, but he's made a mistake, gone in too deep, and now look at Igor, he's all over the back. It's just a bit too far back. The left-hand is going to be a bit too steep to try anything, so I think he's going to have to wait till turn one to try and overtake again.
Yep, I think so. Darren King slipped back a little bit after that little opportunity that was presented. And Chris has been given a little bit of a breather. These two boys continue to fight. I was keeping an eye on the top at the moment. Dominic Colts is in the pit. No idea why, but he's in. I was going to...
BMW Niels.
You know why they might be coming into the pit? It might be getting onto the point when they need to change the tyres.
BMW Niels on the outside of Masood. Down into the penultimate corner. Masood had a mistake at the chicane before then, so that gave BMW Niels a good run. But Masood's been able to save that, and now, if BMW Niels has the speed, he's going to have a go into turn one. They've lost out, probably was that a good half a second or so to the leader. So here he comes down to the inside line. Is Masood going to try and defend, or is he going to let him through? Nah, he's already conceded with the position. BMW Niels is through into second place.
Good work from BMW Niels there. Made short work of that. That's oh, lovely slide there from Masood going through turn 4. Full opposite lock. Managed to hold it on the rumble strip. Thanks, Hardy, coming in with great commentary from Yuto. Chris Maple, yep, top 3 bunching up. Yeah, I was just saying that Holborn looked like he'd been caught by Masood and BMW Niels, but I think Masood made a mistake, and that rode BMW Niels right into his path. So now the BMW has been released, and next up is Nicholas Holborn. The Audi is quite good in the rain, so we might see a bit of a stalemate here between the top. But that big old boat of M6 is going to take a while to get up to the back of him, so let's see what BMW Niels can do.
Yeah. He's a bit more used to the... Oh, Amir's very nearly hit the back of Harteveld, and now he's going to be vulnerable to Igor. Very nearly contact, but they kept it clean, thank goodness.
He's on the outside now, Igor.
Yep. Oh, he's going for it. Slight tap.
He's going to have to jump it. Oh, he's lucky to get away with that. Oh!
Yep. He's
Amir's
gone very
off!
well on the exit. No, he hasn't lost too much time from that, though.
You'll get a warning for that, though. Got to be careful.
Almost definitely, yeah.
Doesn't want to get a penalty for that. Chris Harteveld staying solidly in his position. Must be looking back in his rear view going, what is going on behind me? That Lambo pulls away so much in the straights, but then is just left out to dry in the corners, so they catch up with him, but then don't have anything in hand to to overtake. So he's in a good position, Chris, if you can just steady the pace, see what he can do. We've got some more people in the pit again. We've got Martinez and Prendergast in the pit. I think a lot of these guys are coming in because their tyres are starting to go off because of the weird pressures and the rain. I don't think it's wet enough for full wets, and that's Igor off, but he manages to get it back on back onto the track. But that's going to put him into the path of Darren King now.
Meanwhile, BMW Niels has indeed caught up to Huben. He's opened up nearly a second to Masood, and he's all over the back of him now.
That's incredibly quick. A ride on board with BMW Niels as he goes through Niels' corner, coming up to the Niels Lesmo. Chris Maple saying the Lambo's notoriously difficult to drive in the wet. Well, it's pretty much like driving a house round, mate.
Yeah. It's the opposite of having a boat in the dry conditions.
Yeah. It's not exactly dainty. But so's the car that we're on board with at the moment. It's massive. Have you seen the BMW memes where they're massive?
I have not.
It's really funny. It's like there's some pictures of like the Le Mans 24, and there's just like normal sized cars, and then behind them is just like one massive BMW.
Oh, the Giga BMW.
Yeah. It's really good.
I remember they did that with Kubica in Brazil, where it's like, oh, Giga Kubica doesn't exist, it can't hurt you. And then it's just a massive picture of Kubica right behind Verstappen in the things.
Okay, so it's not Igor, it's Hegor. Okay, well, how I meant to know, it begins with an E, you know, how it's spelt. So it's Hegor. Hegor, okay.
Hegor.
BMW Niels making himself aware to Nicholas in front.
Yep.
Giving him the weave.
Making sure he is painting himself in those wing mirrors.
Yep. No flashy. That really does get my goat, that does. The old flashy, I'm behind you.
Yeah.
I think that should be punishable by a swift exit.
Disqualification, some would say.
No, just banished to the shadow realm.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds more accurate.
Meta GSL saying Giga Kubica. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't want a Kubica any other way.
It's the best way to have. It's the fastest version of Kubica.
Is that the evolved version?
Yeah.
Fully evolved. Giga Kubica. Well, we've abandoned the middle ground fight, but it looks like Amir and Harteveld are going to change around soon, but we've got a bigger fight going on. Oh, they get very close.
I really thought something was going to happen there.
Very close from the number one, BMW Niels, almost taking out Nicholas Holborn, but he manages to stay right behind. Let's ride on board, because they're going to get very close down into turn one, I think.
What's the same? The view where you're on the hood of the BMW, it's a really nice sound.
I can't. I'm not allowed to go on the front of the BMW because it's not an official view. I know, semantics, eh?
Yeah.
On the outside, I could, but it doesn't add into the atmosphere, you know.
Yeah.
Yegor. Okay, we get the pronunciation police are in. Yegor. Or Yegor. Yegor. I'm just gonna call him Jeff.
Hugo.
I'm just gonna call him Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. My name's Jeff.
Exactly. He's just gonna be called Jeff
Oh.
now.
Thought BMW lost the rear end there.
This is letting Redouine Masood catch up slightly.
Yeah, Black Goldsword as well. He was about 2 seconds behind. These guys are now just 1.1.
We got anyone else who's rather close in the backpack? I think Hequizi and Barrier are also pretty close. We'll keep an eye. Oh yeah, they're very close behind each other.
Yeah.
Battling it out, but not quite as close as what's happening up here because we've got a train now forming from first back to fourth, and it's anyone's game at this stage. Within the next 10 minutes, we're going to start seeing that pit window open, I think.
Oh, we got any penalties?
Run us through
Okay,
them then,
so
Saf.
We have contact between cars involving 41 and 36. That was on lap 1. It is a 5-second penalty for car 41 for causing a minor collision.
So 41 is Igor, or Yegor. Jeff.
And then 36 is Overhouse.
Okay, so Overhouse was the real unlucky party.
The victim.
Then. Yeah. So Jeff, Igor Jeff. Oh, might be having a move down into turn 1 there.
I will say the penalties after this move is potentially done or not done.
Oh.
Also, that's a lap count car behind, ahead of them even. So that might spice things up. Huben has had a bad line. Keep it clean, boys. Oh, look at Masood. He's all over the back of BMW Niels now. He wants that second place back. And this is just going to let Goldsall get closer and closer as well. He's pretty much got the same gaps of them now.
We got Mike Verman out in front, who's just had a pit, and he's going to catch up with these boys fighting for the lead. It's a bad time for Mike to take his pit, but, you know, he's quite welcome to do it. Show Amir. No, I'm not going to show Amir right now. He's right back there. He's on the back of Chris. I think at the moment we've got more pressing issues going on at the top 3. Yeah. We will have a look what happens with Amir later, don't worry. We will not leave Amir out.
And back to the penalties. There was contact between cars 142 and 22. Lap 1, turn 14. It is a 5-second penalty for car 142 for causing a minor collision.
That's why he came in.
And then contact between cars involving 142, 447, 6, and 13. Lap 1, turn 15, so just a turn later. 15-second penalty for car 142.
That was John Watts.
For rejoining the track in an unsafe manner and causing a moderate collision.
Black Goldsaw was fighting with Masood there. I think Black Goldsaw might have got past. No, he didn't. He's going to have to settle for a little bit later. He was really close to him. So yeah, that was Jonathan Rotz when he span off. He obviously got forced off by Matt Kennedy and Mike Verman, all involved in that incident, just about coming onto the back pit. And we've got people coming out of the pit when these boys are fighting. Look, and that's going to get right in the way of Masood and Black Goldsaw. I think they're out of it though. We're all good. Oh, Mike Verman getting off the track there. He's going to get pushed back into these top guys now. I think we're okay. Igor's yet to serve his penalty. He'll do it on his pit. I'm not sure if he's showing the pits properly, because everyone back to 23rd hasn't pitted yet. It would make sense, actually. I can't see Mike on the grid at the moment, so I think he has pitted. Let's jump back with Amir, see what's happening. Not able to close, I don't think. Igor's fallen back, and Theo is not catching either of them. So I think we're okay at the back at the moment.
Patrick and Solomon might be having a fight soon.
Yes, they are rather close.
Castelli, Alvarez and King are close. King's gone down a fair bit. He's down in 13th.
Has he? No, he hasn't.
He hasn't pit, so something's happened to him.
Yeah, we didn't see it. We do have a flashy from BMW Niels. He's telling Mike Verman to get out of the way. You got the leaders coming round. Oh, a little bit of a slide out of the hairpin. A chicane, sorry. There we go. Mike Verman moving out of the way quite nicely. Good job.
There we go. Very nice.
Oh, it's to get onto the grass.
Yeah, he's out of the way of Masood and Goldsaw there, so they won't mind. Oh, I think BMW Neil's made a small mistake as well, because now he's in Masood's clutches.
Yeah, we're watching at the moment with BMW Niels. Mike Verman then got caught out by Niels coming back onto the racing line to get the braking done for the last section. And he had
Amazing.
Is he good? Right, so that's first of the top runners coming in. That's quite early for the pit stop, but I think he's probably had enough of the pressures on those tyres, because he's been struggling, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Visibly struggling.
And I think we are starting to enter the area where it's pretty much acceptable to have a pit stop. Only 8 minutes until halfway through.
Yeah, I think so too. Solman's come in as well. So a couple of these top boys are all coming in for pits now. That's
and also, sorry, go on.
No, it's fine.
Chris is now only 1.5 seconds behind this top 4 fight.
Is that Hartfield yet?
Yeah. Oh, it's very messy with Anafrib trying to get out of people's way. He has named them 3 then, which is the good bit.
Oh, so Chris Maple says Darren King had a moment. He's now 13th. That's why he's down. Oh, people complaining, saying that people have got 5-second penalties. Yeah, unfortunately, penalties have been given out. Never mind. Mete said he missed the braking point while letting leaders pass. Yeah, I think so. He got unsighted. It looked like BMW Niels came across to take his normal line after he let him pass, and it was just a little bit too close to the braking point, and he had to, well, it was either hit him or get onto the grass, and obviously he chose the grass, which is the smart way round, I think. But that's cost him time, but he had a penalty anyway, so he's down a little bit further than he'd want to be right now. All right, who else have we got on that are close on track? It's Black Gold. It's this top 3, really, isn't it? Well, top 4, sorry, that I think are the closest right now. Aiden Bow and John Watts are quite close for 19th and 20th. 2/10 separates them, but BMW Niels getting ready to line up Nicholas Huburn again. Black Gold saw, I thought he was passing Masood then, but it wasn't. It was a lapped car, I think.
King's in.
Nice, okay. So we'll watch King then in relevance to Amir, who will probably slip behind Amir. But whether he'll stay behind Martinez, we'll have to keep an eye.
Speaking of Martinez, Joe and Martinez actually isn't that far behind Amir, which is a little surprising to us. So obviously having that clean air has made sure he's been able to catch up a little bit.
They are close now. 2/10.
I think it's actually a little closer than 2/10.
Yeah, it does look closer than 2/10, doesn't it? Something happened to Nick coming through that middle sector, because everyone's closing up. This could be determined in the pits here.
I think it will be, definitely. Unless they come in on the same lap.
I mean, the pit window is well and truly open now. Like you say, King's in, Castelli's in, Brow's in, Herquezi's in. We're going to see another host of cars coming in this next time round. It's whether any of these top boys pull the trigger. I mean, any of them are set up at the moment now for a bit of an undercut, so you could jump cars if you come in first. Whether BMW Niels is going to do it, he's been stuck behind Huburn for quite a while. It would be wise to do something different. Who's going to pull it? Yes, there you go. Black Gold does. Black Gold is in. Black Gold is in.
Harteville came in as well.
So, Flexil's cheering on the 144 car. Not too sure who the 144 car is at the moment. Who's 144?
144 is Fly.
Ah, Loose Fly. Not flying this afternoon, unfortunately. Back down in 22nd.
Yeah, currently 5th out of those who have pitted. And he's a good, what is that, nearly 10 seconds behind him here?
Yeah, you're not having a good race this one. Normally he does much better. Normally he's right up there.
Looks like we're going to have some new penalties soon.
Okay. Look at this. Masood really close to BMW Niels now. Nicholas Holburn's holding them up. You can tell it's getting close. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was my bad. I reckon one of the top 3 is going to come in this lap. I think they have to.
Yeah, they've got to, otherwise Black Goldsaw's going to have too much of an advantage. We've got Chris and Kleinschmidt in at the moment. Black Gold Tour must be leaving now, otherwise...
He's just left his pit box
I
now.
was going to say, because that's a huge pit, because they're almost round in the final sector now. Getting more than just boots, definitely. It's whether it's wet tyre time, you know? I'm not sure if it's wet enough, you know? I can't see, really, the conditions. It looks pretty wet.
I'm not overly accustomed to ACC weather, so I wouldn't be a very good judge of it.
I mean, it looks wet enough. Let's jump on board. There is a dry line, so it would be a gamble.
None of them have come in.
No, we jumped on board with BMW Niels.
Overhouse is in.
To see Overhouse then coming in.
Vilex in.
Nice, he followed.
Diop staying out. Patrick. He's staying out. Is it Danny Alvarez, the other McLaren?
Yes. I don't know.
Yes, he's
Dominic.
staying out.
Is it Dominic? Let's have a look.
Oh, Dominic Alvarez, yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, he stayed out for our Niels has stayed out. Cadilli's come in. Barrier's coming in. So, yeah, pit window's definitely open now. Watts has stayed out. Kennedy's stayed out. And then it's Goldsaw, who is over 2 seconds in front of Amir Husseini.
KJ saying they are on wet tyres. How can you tell that they're on wet tyres, though? Because as far as I'm aware, there's no telltale sign that they're on wet tyres. I mean, there's a dry line. I would have thought they're on wet tyres, considering the conditions. We haven't had anyone spinning out. But there is a dry line forming. Or has formed. It's still there. There's no easy way to see that there's wet tyres. It's not like they've got a line down them or anything. I thought all the tyres looked exactly the same.
Further confirmation on disqualification now from the race control. Disqualification for car 8 for lagging and teleporting too much.
What? So car 8 is that?
That's further confirmation of what we were
for
on about
Canna Beach.
earlier. Yes.
For Canna Beach. Okay. Well, I guess you have to put some kind of latency, cap on it. Otherwise, you do have incidents with, people smashing into each other. So KJ says he's watching BMW Niels' stream. So that's how he knows that he's on wets.
Top 4 have stayed out.
Again, yeah. I mean, the pit window's open for another 5-10 minutes, really, before it starts to affect you, so...
Diop stayed out.
It's really how far Black Goldsaw can imprint on these guys, if he doesn't get hindered, but he's stuck behind Kennedy at the moment. So that could be... If he can get past Kennedy quick enough, then he might be able to make real moves and get... I know, is he... No, he's 30 plus, sorry. No, he's fine. He's got a nice big gap. I thought it was 6
Ferrari
seconds
Niels
back.
is in. Watts is in.
Ferrari Niels is doing quite well to be up in 8th, I was going to say, but it's not because everyone's pitted. Yep, John Watts, Niels in.
And actually, Amir's caught up to Goldsaw by a few tenths. So, for all we know, Amir might join that top 4 fight.
Medium rain, normally wets. Yeah, it is medium to somewhat heavy. Yeah, medium rain. It would be wet.
Ben's gone off.
He has, but that's not a bad place to go off, to be fair.
No. Might get a warning for that, though.
Continuous, yeah, you would. BMW...
That might just...
Go on.
Sorry, that might just take him a bit in the mental state.
Yeah.
Especially with BMW Niels so close behind.
I think he's got Bruno in front as well. Dry tyre have yellow Pirelli text. Okay, thanks, Matt. I didn't think there was any different... I think you're right, actually. I don't spend a lot of time in the external view. It's normally just racing, to be honest, so I wouldn't necessarily know. But it makes sense that this much rain you would have the wets on.
He goes in.
Oh, this top 2 are so close. So Igor's going to have to do a 5 second because that's going to drop him back. Black Goldsaw and Amir Husseini will probably get him. So will Gerard Martinez. It depends if he's going to fall past Chris. The 518, sorry. Lambo.
Alvarez is in.
We're really close now. BMW Niels all over the back of Nick here. Fighting to hold on to his top spot. Great qualifying session, put him up there, and he's held on to it. I mean, this is crazy close racing, especially given the track conditions. We've not had any real bad incidents with this top bunch, and they've been bumper to bumper for 30 minutes now. It's going well. BMW Niels, though, can't find that way past that. Audi's reasonably good in the straights and just pulls off those corners quite well. It's got good traction. Struggling. Boat fights boat, by the looks of things. Jumping over those curbs, absolutely clattering them. Not getting a good line, though, in comparison to the Audi. Soaked up those curbs a little bit more. And he's just driving away now. Must be so frustrating for BMW Niels constantly to get close and then having to work through the downsides of that BMW.
Yeah, it's really going to be quite taxing on him. So let's see if they come in. Huben's in.
Right.
I think he had to stay out
Yeah.
to make sure he can let us try and get an advantage. Masood stayed out as well.
Well, I think.
Oh, there's been contact.
Oh, where?
That was, I think, Brow and someone else I didn't see. But Brow was definitely involved in contact with someone.
Aiden Brow. Well, he's back on and racing now still.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find who he had the contact with. I thought it was Geordie Sanders for him, but it was not. Oh, I'm not sure.
It will, if it's a penalty, well, I'm sure we'll find out.
Oh, I think it might have been Patrick.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure though, but I definitely saw contact because I jumped down to some more.
Well, we'll find out. I think there'll be if there is a penalty to be applied, if whoever's involved, we'll get the numbers.
Yeah.
BMW Niels pulling away now from Masood. Now he's been released. And this is the opportunity he's got to get a few good laps in and try and pull away. They've got to be careful because you've got the likes of Black Goldsaw and Amir Hassini in 7th and 8th. I would like to see what happens here because I think Black Goldsaw might actually jump them.
He's going to get past.
He is. Look, he's
still
stationary in the pit.
Oh, actually, no, Huben's coming up. No, Huben's going to stay ahead.
Oh, he did get out. Okay, so we were looking, obviously it was a different Audi. But, you know, the pace that Black Goldsaw's already on and you've just come out of the pits, there's going to be a slight difference.
He's already right on the back of him, and he definitely wasn't on the back of him before, so he's at least gained a bit, and Amir got within a second of Goldsaw. So Amir's going to be right in this fight now.
Ooh, Black Goldsaw taking that curve rather aggressively. And he's already on the side of him. Slight tap.
Oh.
Little bit of rubbing.
Oh, look at Hassini.
Look at Amir.
He's going to have a go at Goldsaw.
He is. He's got the inside line here. It's the run. Oh, there's real rubbing going on.
Gone very deep.
Oh, I think we're good.
Oh,
Huben's gone wide.
I think,
Is that Martinez screwing through? Martinez got through under that. Black Goldsaw's been mugged by 2 people. Oh, poor Nicholas Huben from that brilliant start and that defence throughout the whole race. Got mugged in this middle section.
It looked like his rear end got destabilised by Goldsaw's front end.
Oh, he's really struggling now. He's going to get done by Chris as well.
I think he got unstabilised.
Chris has got him now as well.
Doesn't look like there's any existing damage, so
I've just got.
I don't know.
I've just got news here that Holborn might be on dry tyres.
No.
I can't quite see.
I can't see any text.
He's in again. Yes, he is.
Oh, he was. Oh no.
He was. That's why he was so uncompetitive.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can see, look, the Pirelli sign. Yeah, he's right. He's on the dry tyre.
Oh no.
What a nightmare. Right, so what's happened? BMW Niels and Masood still haven't come in, and we've got Martinez right on the back. Let's have a look here.
BMW Niels is in. Masood stays out.
Martinez right on the back of Amir Hassini.
Amir's net leader now, isn't he? Unless BMW Niels has done some quick laps on their overcut.
Yeah, technically. It depends on what BMW Niels can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, messed the pit stop. I think so. Big F. He comes in with the F. Ah, we thought he was going to pull something out of the bag here. He got top spot in the qualifying, held it for half an hour, and then, just a silly mistake cost him. Never mind, he's going to be put all the way back down now. Whereabouts has he come? Has he come out yet? I can't actually see him on the board.
He's done his 31st.
Oh,
no, make that 32nd.
That's awful.
He's basically last because Gultz hasn't come in and he's in 33rd, and Belsini's been in the pits since as long as I can remember.
Oh, no.
And BMW Niels has just come out of his pit box.
I've just noticed that BMW Niels leaving the pit, and Masood went for another lap. So let's see what happens. Where's Hassini? He's coming around the last corner now.
He's just coming out last corner now.
BMW Niels is going to have him, I think. Yeah.
By a mile.
Ooh. I mean...
Yeah, he's way in front. He's already out of the pit lane.
Yeah.
So this is now his to lose, unless Masood is pulling some mega laps.
We'll stay on board with BMW Niels, and we'll stay in this camera, because it's an awesome camera to watch what happens behind. He will lose time, because it's always quicker once you're out, and we'll see Amir get closer and closer to Black Gold Saw. Oh, sorry, BMW Niels.
Masood's in.
Right, there you go. It's a long old way. It's going to be it's not going to be cut and dry, I don't think. This is going to be very close. There's a nice big gap for him to fall into. You can see Amir making up that time already. He's visibly closer.
Yeah. I think that's just BMW Niels getting used to the new tyres.
Yeah, I'm just going to 100% make sure that he is on the right tyre, because that would be just disastrous. He's on the right tyre, good. Let's go back to that awesome camera. Right, what we want to see then, for BMW Niels to keep the top spot, is Redouane Masood to jump in just behind him after the pit stop. We're coming into
Masood's just been released.
Okay, we're coming into the last section now.
It might be close, because he's coming out at a similar point where Amir was when BMW Niels was released.
Alright, last corner now, and he's on the straightaway now. Here we go.
Oh, I don't know who to watch.
I'm on board with BMW Niels. We've got the rear view camera.
I'll watch Masood.
Yeah.
He's just about to leave the pit lane in 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh, it's going to be close. There he is.
BMW Niels has it. BMW Niels has it.
Got him.
What about Amir? Yeah, he's going to be behind.
Well, there you go.
Masood's not going to be happy with that.
Nope.
Especially as we've just seen from BMW Niels, how much you lose on the outlap.
Well, this is going to be huge for the championship, because Darren King is not going to score very highly at all down in 16th position. And you've got these boys who are right up near the top. Black Gold Saw, Martinez, Hassini and Masood all going to score high. It's anyone's game. We're halfway through the season now. We've got 3 races to go after this one. And that is a pretty big gap that he's got to make up. I think we will hop on board with someone else. I think BMW Niels has managed to keep it. Black Gold Saw and Gerard Martinez are reasonably close. So's Amir Hassini. So we'll stay with these guys until we find anyone else closer. So we've got Valentin Chorus, Luca Weidelich also very close. Darren King, though, very close to Patrick Pagone, a little bit further back. So maybe let's have a look, because this is quite an important position that needs to be made up here. Prendergast as well is struggling in the Ferrari. Oh, it's the red camo Ferrari. I forgot about Kieran's paint. It's pretty snazzy.
Very nice.
This is for position back here for 14th.
And they have got to look out for King. And actually Solman's fairly close to King as well, so...
They're all pretty close back here.
Yeah. And then it really breaks off with Dominic Alvarez about 3 seconds back from Castelli.
It's because on the outside view, David, the engine sounds aren't that high at all. But if we come inside the car, it's then absolutely deafening. So that's why they're down to this level. It is the best level, unfortunately. But it just means that from outside the car, it is a little quiet. But when we come on board like this, it becomes very hard to hear. And you can't change the volume on the sly, unfortunately. And we'll leave it where it is for now. I'll have a look back on the stream, and if it needs a little bit of an adjustment for next time, I'll make sure I do it, though. Don't you worry. Oh, Patrick losing the rear end. Still losing the rear end. Having to defend on Darren King, who's behind now on the outside. Somehow managed to keep that position. Almost losing 15th there. That's all it takes. Literally just one little mistake, and that's it. You can get mugged by a good couple of cars. They're so close, this race.
Yeah, this definitely at least feels like one of the closest races we've had so far.
Definitely one of the closest races. Almost everyone, apart from a couple of the people who've had absolute nightmares, is on the lead lap.
Yeah.
The only people who aren't, Mike Verman, Hamza, Barrier is in a pit, so he must have finished now. Yeah, Goltz and Huburn, yeah, they're still on the lead lap. Yeah, poor Nicholas Huburn, leading down to 31st, almost out of it now. It's disastrous.
And actually, I think Goltz is a couple laps behind.
Is he? Okay, must
Yeah,
have had a...
it says on his thing +2 laps.
Okay. +2.
+2, Sebastian, +2.
Have we got any more movement at the top?
Does not look like it at the moment, no.
I don't think so either. I think this middle section is where the action's going.
Yeah, Chorus has caught up to Fly quite a bit. And Patrick, despite what happened on the last lap, is now caught up a bit to Prendergast.
Yep. We're watching them now. All of them come round. So we've got Castelli, Ferrari Nils, Solman, King, Patrick, and Kieran. All really close. Patrick getting annoyed with Kieran, look. Flashing his lights, visibly quicker. But Kieran keeping his line, almost being a passenger in a collision there. Got to get a move on though, because he's going to start becoming a bit of an obstacle, isn't he? Kieran Prendergast here, really causing problems for this pack. Visibly slower than the car behind. But doesn't have to move.
Ferrari Nielsen Solomon, he's gone past. Solomon had a issue on the chicane.
Kieran and Patrick tap as they try and get past. Kieran squeezes Patrick a little too much, and that unsettles the car. Luckily, there was no drama. And here we go.
I think there's another little tap.
Patrick forcing his way through.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, and there it goes. Kieran.
He's nearly gone into the barrier.
Who tapped him off then? Was that Darren or was that Patrick?
That would have been Darren, because I was watching from down behind.
Okay, well, I was only watching on board with Patrick at the time, and it looked like there was a little bit of a move, and then the camera changed, and I couldn't see. All I saw was Kieran flying off in the distance.
It looked like there was another little tap from behind from Patrick. Oh, Ferrari Neil's going for it on Darren King. Oh, very nearly rotation, but they've kept it nice and clean for now. It's given Solomon potentially a chance, but Castelli's trying to make a move on him. Yeah, as far as I saw it, it looked like there was another little tap between Patrick and Prendergast, which then led Patrick to being alongside. And then it was that kind of domino effect of one hits the other, then that forces the other to move into their path, and so on and so forth. So it was a bit of a domino effect collision that's put Prendergast down to 19th, 3 seconds behind Castelli, Solomon, etc. Well, we've got a plethora of new penalties.
I was going to say, I think that's going to be a penalty, one for Kieran for almost forcing the driver off the track, and then maybe one for Patrick for forcing him off the track. So let's regroup.
A plethora of these incidents. So, contact between cars involving 404 and 72.
That's Haquizi.
That was 25 minutes in. 5-second penalty for car 404 for causing a minor collision.
That'll be why Hakuizi is that far down.
Yeah. Contact between cars involving 298 and 72, 33 minutes in, no further action. Contact between cars 79 and 142, 34 minutes in, no further action. Then the next penalty, contact between cars involving 13 and 142, 34 minutes 57 seconds in. 5-second penalty for car 142 for causing a minor collision.
It's Vermin again.
Yeah, that's what, 25 seconds of penalties now?
Yeah.
Then we've got a contact between cars involving 36 and 4. That was 36 minutes in on turn 2.
That's Chorus
15-second penalty for car 4 for causing a moderate collision.
32 was it involving?
36 and 4.
36. I can't see who the 36 car is.
36.
Can't see the 36 car. It's Overhouse. It's Theo Overhouse. Yeah, he's behind Chorus. Chorus getting the penalty then, 15 seconds.
Okay.
So there won't be news yet on the Kieran Patrick incident. We'll have to wait.
Nah. And then the next 3 are no further action. Contact between... we've got a warning for car 1 for flashing lights 24 minutes in.
There we go. That was BMW Niels flashing the lights on Nicholas at the middle sector when he was... Well, he was flashing at the traffic in front, I think, more than the car in front. But it is very off-putting. And it is a an offence that can be penalised. So I'm not surprised.
Warning for it.
Like I said, I would banish him to the Shadow Realm.
Right, and then we've got contact between cars involving 181, 23, and 92. That was 41 minutes in at turn 7, no further action.
It's Black Gold saw when he was muscling.
Yeah. And then contact between cars just 181 and 23, not 92 this time. About 15 seconds after that, at turn 9, no further action.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Black Gold saw trying to get the lead off Nicholas Hulburn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's BMW Niels! He's in the barrier!
Oh no, what happened?
I don't know, but he's in the barrier.
I will go into the replay, seeing as I think the last time you tried it.
I just saw him in the middle sector. I literally just saw him spun off. Oh, that's terrible news.
I will go into the replay, see what happened, because last time you tried it, I believe it went kaput for you.
Can't watch the replay and
I will do that.
I don't think this works.
And he's number 1, isn't he?
I think I have ruined it.
Oh no. So he's pretty much just lost the rear.
Oh no, okay.
Effectively, let me try and find a better view of it. Yeah, so he's going through a left-hander. He's gone onto the... I don't know how to describe it, one of the types of curbs.
Yep. I'm trying to do...
the red and white curb.
Trying to do instant replays, it's just freezing the game. So I've got to stop doing it.
He gets onto the grass, loses traction from the grass, and then that puts him in the barrier.
Here we go. I think I might have just caught it here. Yeah, here we go. It did work, and he gets into the grass, and he spins it, pops it into the barrier. Oh, what a nightmare.
That's spinning down to 4th, which means Masood is now leading, but look at Amir, he's all over the back of him.
Okay, now I've done the instant replay. How do I get back onto the normal race time? That is the real question.
That might be a warning. Track limits for Amir. He went off the track and didn't lose time.
I am fully at the mercy of this now. There we go. I think we're back to normal race time. What time are you on at the moment?
I have 9 minutes remaining.
Okay.
Well, just over 9 minutes.
Oh, brilliant. Good. Yeah, no, we're back on normal race time. Right, I'm never going to use that instant replay again. At least we got the stream to see what happened, but it was the scariest thing I've ever done. But we are back, yeah, 8:52, 1:50. Oh no, it's doing another one. It's doing another autumn replay. I don't know how to stop it now. I might have to stop the broadcasting app. Let's delete that. Delete that. Instant replay, 10 seconds each. No, please stop the instant replays. I think I have potatoed it.
Oh no.
It just keeps on going into instant replay.
Oh no.
I was warned never to use the instant replay function.
I know you know why.
I didn't heed that warning. Yeah, no, it's completely gone and kerfuffled itself.
Masu's gone off.
Oh.
I thought I saw a flash of silver go off, but I wasn't overly sure. Went on to him. He's facing the wrong way.
Okay.
Which means we might actually have another Emir win.
I'm so sorry. I cannot get back onto the normal race time. I don't know what to do.
Oh, are you like way behind now? Or something?
Yeah, way behind. Right, I'm gonna have to leave and come back. There's nothing I can do. It's completely ruined.
Well, I can say this much: Masood is now outside of the top 6. He is 7th place.
Wow.
Because of his rotation. So this is actually reminding me of what year of Monaco was it? Where the leader kept like having some kind of issue.
Oh, geez, that's way back in like the 80s.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. But I'm getting civil advice from this, where literally every time a new leader's come on, something's happened to Huben went on to dry tyres, BMW Niels went off, now Masood's rotated.
We will be coming back. I just need to restart the game, as I did last time, because I tried to do things that I couldn't possibly do. Yeah. Sorry. Guide us through. Who's leading at the moment, then?
It is Amir leading from Gerald Martinez. I don't think Martinez has been as high as 2nd before, has he?
He has, yeah, in...
Hungary.
Hungary, yeah. We had him up quite high.
Yeah. BMW Niels has recovered to 3rd. Okay. Obviously, that would have been helped by Masood spinning back. Goldsaw is now in 4th. He's got Harteveld about half a second behind him in 5th. Just a few tenths behind him is Higor, however I'm pronouncing that, in 6th. Then it's Masood in 7th. Weidlich 8th. Fly 9th. Chorus 10th, still that 15-second penalty. Overhouse 3 seconds behind him. Then Diop, Ivan, King, Ferrari Niels, Patrick's just a few tenths behind him. Solman, Castelli, Dominic Alvarez, Prendergast, Jimena Equizi, Cadilla, Anufliv, Kennedy, Watts, Sanders, Brau, Bolzer, Huben down in 29th after he got position and was leading. And we've got Kleinschmidt in 30th, Gultz 3 laps down 31st, he's finally made a pit stop. And then Barry and Belhasini have stayed in the pits for a very, very long time. Okay,
well, we're trying to rejoin the server, but it's apparently it's not there.
Try doing the accessible filter, because I had to either turn that on or turn that off to see the server.
Okay. How much time have we got left on the clock? Let's see.
4 minutes and 40 seconds.
4 minutes, okay. We've got 4 minutes to get in. We will be in by then. It's the terrible server system that they got on this game. You know, it searches for servers and it can't find anything for absolutely ages.
Yeah, it is definitely one of the weaker parts of the game.
There we go.
Hegel was all over the back of Harteveld for the battle for 5th. He's gone onto the inside line, nearly onto the grass. Harteveld leaves him the space needed. Oh, but very nearly squeezed him out to chicane. He's track extended on the exit, so he stayed ahead of Igor. Don't know if that's going to be looked at, or whether it's just considered racing. He's letting Igor through. So, obviously feeling a bit of guilt from extending through that chicane. And yeah, good sportsmanship there from the Mercedes driver. No, sorry, not the Mercedes driver, the Lamborghini. As we've got a 5-second penalty for car 17 causing a minor collision 52 minutes in with car 10. So 17, that is Patrick. And car 10... who's car 10? Car 10 is Prendergast. Yes. Okay, so that's what I was saying earlier. So Patrick had collision with Prendergast, that sent Prendergast into the barrier. And it looks like Patrick has got a 5-second penalty exactly for that. So yeah, Igor has now moved up into 5th place. He isn't looking overly stable though, that rear end's looking a bit happy. Sharon Martinez, he's still within a second of the mirror, but he's been sort of losing time minute by minute. There's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this race.
Oh no.
So if he wants to get a move done, it needs to be done soon. And if Monsieur Rage wants to get back in, he's going to have to get in soon.
I'm trying my ruddy hardest.
Is it literally just not popping up on the server list?
I can't only get practice servers. I can't get the actual race server. It just does not show for me.
Try searching just the words tier 1. I think I found it that way. Like, I searched tier 1, did the accessible filter, and then, Kleinschmidt is round, and it's caused pretty much a roadblock on the track.
Oh no, why are we missing everything?
He was pretty much blocking the entire outside, so people actually had to go off track onto the right to avoid him.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
And he's about a lap down at the moment, so...
F's in the chat. There's literally F's everywhere. F for everyone. How much time have we got left? Count us down.
1:45.
Oh, this is disastrous.
So I believe they were doing 140s in qualifying, weren't they?
No, I meant how much race time.
Yeah, there's 1 minute 30 left in the race, but in qualifying, they don't... Oh, Goltz is off.
Did you do tier space 1?
Yes. Yeah, if they did qualifying times of 140, I believe Amir might be on the final lap of the race. And BMW Niels is now within a second of Martinez. Harteveld, he's still close to Igor. Igor's actually been closing in on Goldsaw by the looks of it. So, don't think there'll be a battle there. There's about a second between them. There's 50 seconds left in the race. They're not even in the last sector yet. Are you in?
No, I just can't. The server just doesn't show. Just does not show for me.
Well, in terms of up top, it is 8 tenths between Amir Husseini and Jordan Martinez. And it looks like Amir will be keeping that. 25 seconds left. I doubt they're going to cross the line before that hits 0, so I think we are about to see the end of the race. Well, not see the end of the race. So, round the last corner, Amir Husseini comes, taking it nice and easy, making sure not to spin the car or anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe that is race over. Yep, Amir slowing down to take the checkered flag. Amir Husseini wins the race at Imola. Martinez comes second. BMW Niels third. Goldsaw fourth. Igor fifth on, I believe, his debut. Harteveld comes sixth. Masood comes through in seventh after that rotation. It could have been a win, but unfortunately not. Then it's Weidlich has come through in eighth. Fly coming through in 10th place after Kors overtook them on the last lap. Theo Overhouse, he comes through in 11th in his Audi. Shortly behind him is Ivan in his Bentley. Then it's Diop in the Audi. Ferrari Niels comes through in 14th. Darren King only 15th, the championship leader, not having a good race today after reportedly had a moment earlier on. Patrick comes through in 16th, but with his penalty, that'll drop him down to around 19th, 20th. Solomon 17th, Castelli 18th, Dominic Alvarez in his McLaren in 19th, Kieran Prendergast 20th, Amanda Acquisi 21st, again with a 5-second penalty, but that won't drop him any places because Anna Flev was over 9 seconds behind him in 22nd, Cadilla 23rd, then Kennedy 24th, Watts 25th, Jordi Sanders 26th, then it's Brown the Ferrari 27th, Boltzer 28th, Hubern down in 29th after getting pole position and leading for the first half hour.
That's a disaster.
Kleinschmidt in 30th, Gultz in 31st, and then Rotterdam, Barrier, Veerman, Belhasini, and Cannon Beach did not finish, with Cannon Beach being disqualified for poor connection.
Well, I'm so sorry to everyone who joined us for the most part of that race, just to be robbed of the brilliant ending by the looks of things. Unfortunately, well, Saffzo gave us a lovely little deal of what went on, but yeah, no excuses from my end. I just shouldn't have used the replay button. I've done it twice in a row now, and I shouldn't have used it. Unfortunately, it means that we've been chucked out of the session just before the end, so people are asking what's going on. I'm really sorry. Click the wrong button on our broadcasting app, and unfortunately just sends it into overdrive, and it kills the stream. And that's what happened. So that's why we have just the AOR screen. So I'm really sorry for everyone who tuned in to the most of that race, and we lost the end. It's so savage. I just can't rejoin the server. It just doesn't show up in the list. It just won't show. I can't do anything to find it. Just not coming up whatsoever. I don't know why. I'll have to speak to Haiku and see what we could have done to get back in, but normally it's no problem at all. I've never not been able to get into a server before in this game. It's very, very, very odd.
If you've been put in the game chat, he's going to cry now.
Bless him. Well, I did speak to these guys and say possibly could some guys join us for a chat afterwards. So we might have.
Did you get any replies to that?
I did not get any replies. The main problem is it shows all of the servers that come up. All of the servers come up available.
Yeah.
I click accessible. Still, I've got no race server. I've got no.
Let me see if I can find it again.
Tier 1 race server just doesn't show, which is we'll have to make sure that we get on top of that. But all of the servers show, which is very, very odd. So I'm not too.
What server type were you using?
I just did show only accessible. Didn't say.
No, the server types are all mixed GT3, GT4,
I just used all. All, yeah. I didn't put any ping limit on there, so just in case there was an issue with the ping limit, which there wasn't. So.
I can't find it now.
Yeah, I think there must have been a slight issue that happened on the exit. I don't know. Very odd.
I see it now.
You can see it. Wow. Fat
Ping
lot
limit
good.
off. Sort by drivers. And I think I must have turned off the show only accessible, because when I do the accessible, no servers found, and then click it again, it's there.
Yeah, the only servers I can see is 30 out of 30. They're all practice servers.
Yeah, it's very odd. Very odd indeed.
It's just come up. It's so stupid. Never mind. All right. Well, unfortunately, nothing I can do about that now. So, Igor, he's won a few races for sprint cups and is now joining your championship. We will, yeah, eagle-eyed. We did notice him with very good pace. Unfortunately, we didn't see. Where did he finish? Where did Igor?
I believe he finished 5th.
Came across tonight in 5th position. Well, yeah, no, he had a very
not
good.
Not bad for a first race.
Yeah, very good race. Well, as we're having a slight chat, let's just see where we are next time. So calendar, we are Kyalami in 7 days' time. Now that is a very good timing. I know the other leagues, I won't say which one, big leagues are doing some big races around Kyalami this weekend. So some of these boys might be very, very fast around Kyalami next Monday, which is. Would be very fun to see. However, I don't think we're going to get any of the drivers to come in and have a chat. None of them come to ready to interview. So we will leave it there. However, you can join us tomorrow, not us, but our colleague Fizzimon for Tier 2 round Imola. He won't lose the stream 10 minutes before the end like I did, like an absolute wally. But yes, you can see some very good racing going on a little bit further on down the pack, tier 2, but still just as good. Petra is saying he started 8th, but he got a 5-second penalty, couldn't get into the top 3. Yeah, it was a crazy fight at the top, and seeing what happened to BMW Niels was just heartbreaking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind, that's going to have some massive effects going into the championship, I don't think.
Amir's going to take out the lead, surely.
Yeah, there's going to be some changes at the top. I don't know how long it takes before it gets updated. Definitely hasn't been updated yet, because Darren King's still in the lead, and he won't be. Amir will take the lead, won't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Amir will take the lead. Nick will go down. Holborn will go down. Black Gold Sir will jump up, I would have thought, above him, just because of where Nick finished. Lewis Fly might drop down, and Kieran Prendergast might fall down too. Well, there you go. That's all she wrote. I'm really sorry about the end. I won't say it again, but yeah, massive disappointment we didn't get the end of the race. Lol. Anyway, join us again next week if you want to see the rest of the championship for Tier 1, and join us tomorrow, same time, for Fizzymon for Tier 2. Anything to finish on, Saf?
Unlucky on you doing the replay.
Yeah, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Never mind. We live and learn. See you next time, guys.
Goodbye.